I'm going to show you how I went from having no chance of touching a 10-foot rim to touching a 10-foot rim consistently. It would be nice to show a clip of me dunking to prove that this workout actually helps, but I've actually improved a lot still. Also, people have been asking me for my workout routine, so why not? In about 6 months of training, I managed to increase my vertical jump by about 12 inches. This workout routine is what I've centered my training on throughout the 6 months I've been training. My last video is what I did for leg strengthening, so this one will be centered around my plyometric workouts. As I said in my previous video, always warm up beforehand to activate the muscles that will be utilized during the plyo workout. I do gate openers and gate closers for one set of 10 reps for each leg to loosen up the hip flexors and to target the adductor and abductor muscles. Next, I do glute bridge marches for one set of 20 marches to activate the glute muscles. I'm making sure that I'm squeezing my glutes and maintaining my hips at the same height when I'm doing so. After that's done, I go outside where I have an open environment to begin the more active warm-ups. I do walking quad stretches for 10 reps on each leg to stretch out the quads and side sweeps for 10 reps on each leg to stretch out the hamstrings. Then I do a variety of skips to warm up my body before jumping like crazy. On about a 20-meter distance, I perform straight leg skips back and forth and high knee skips back and forth. When I'm doing these skips, I'm always making sure that I'm engaging my core. Next are karaokes back and forth, focusing on exploding the back foot up and across the other leg. These warm-up exercises will ensure that all the necessary muscles are loosened up and prepared for the plyometric workout. My first real exercise is alternating single leg jumps, 3 sets for 10 reps, 5 reps on each leg. For each jump, I'm trying to produce the most force I can and exploding up as high as possible. Doing this will help your approach off of one and your vert off of one too. Even if you're a 2-footed jumper, it's going to remove any imbalances in your legs. Forward and back jumps for 3 sets of 12 reps are a really good exercise to help absorb different forces when landing. You could also do it like this, where you're jumping back and forth quickly, but I like to add a squat so I can feel it more. Next, I'm doing maximal effort jumps with a 2-step approach. For these, I do 3 sets of 5 reps and I'm grabbing a 9-6 rim. This is an exercise where I'm focusing on the speed of the last 2 steps and the distance I'm making with my penultimate foot. The faster you plant those 2 feet, the higher you'll jump. After I do that, I do 3 sets of 5 rep maximal jumps with a 4-step approach. It doesn't have to be 4 steps specifically, but you really just need about 4 steps to jump to your highest potential. Again, I'm using a 9-6 rim to see how high I can grab, and I'm trying to step as fast as possible on those last 2 steps, but also not going out of control. Next, I do quick 2-step jumps for 3 sets of 5 reps. For these, I'm not nearly as focused on jumping as high, but rather the quickness of my steps. After looking at the clips of me jumping, I'm not satisfied with the speed of my penultimate foot and my block step, so I added this to my plyo days to work on that. Next are weighted squat jumps for 3 sets of 10 reps. If you're a beginner, I'd suggest doing regular squat jumps without a weight so it wouldn't put too much stress on your joints. This exercise basically mimics the vertical range of motion of a jump, which means it'll increase your force production the more you do them. Then I do 3 sets of 25 reps of pogo jumps. For these, I'm landing on the balls of my feet while also keeping my heels pretty low. I'm focusing on making as little contact time with the ground as possible and exploding up as high as I can. This is going to help with strengthening the lower legs such as the calves and even the Achilles in explosiveness and power. After that, I do depth jumps for 3 sets of 8 reps. These are one of the best plyo workouts you can do. What I'm doing is jumping from an elevated platform onto the ground and performing a maximal jump. Once you make contact with the ground, you bend your knees to absorb the force, and like the pogo jumps, you're trying to spend as little time on the ground as possible to strengthen your explosive power and reactive strength. The faster you transition from the landing to the jump, the higher you'll get. Then I like to finish the workout with maximal jump layups. 3 left-hand layups off the right foot, 3 right-hand layups off the left foot, and 2 step layups. This is just to get a better feel performing maximal jumps on the court. And of course, you have to finish the workout with some stretches. Don't take stretching lightly because it plays just as an important role in building a high vertical as strength and explosiveness. Without proper flexibility, you won't be able to reach the full range of motion required to jump at elite levels. Strength and explosiveness is good and all, but it can only help so much if you're not flexible. This is what I personally did that has helped me increase my vertical. I'm still learning way more things every day about increasing vertical jumps, so if you know something that I don't, just let me know in the comments. Some exercises might not be as effective for you as it was for me. It's pretty much trial and error. Keep experimenting with new exercises because that's what I'm doing right now. The leg workout that I posted is not the same workout I've been doing recently. You never know which exercise will be best for you until you try. If you've been following along with my journey, I appreciate you so much. You would probably know how long it's been and how far I've came since then. Those videos out there of people dunking within a couple of weeks isn't as easy for the average athlete. So I'm happy to show what realistic progress looks like. I'm still so far, but I can't just give up. Then this whole series and progress would have been meaningless. The only thing I could do is just stay motivated and keep working. Have that mentality and we'll reach our goals and become our ideal selves.